It's futile. It is futile to try to argue with somebody that doesn't see the problems. A large part of it's got to do with the fact that they don't have to worry about it. Like this guy, I said this to him yesterday, dude. You feel this way because you know in your heart of hearts that you will never have to worry about somebody close to you dying the way these people are dying in the streets. So it doesn't mean shit to you. You don't care. It doesn't affect your life. It doesn't affect anyone close to you, so you could give a rat's ass. And I get that. And that's a major problem. That's a major problem in itself. Back in 3 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Footballsportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live-action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir.
Bitch, I'm the man. I'm the man. Got no wife, but the wife be my girlfriend. Got no wife, but the wife be my girl. Got no wife, but the wife be my girlfriend. I don't know what y'all been told. Shawty Lo back on the map. What's up? That's what happening. And you know I keep twerk. 17.5, same color t-shirt. What's happening?
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. It's homecoming season. If you are planning to go to homecoming at South Carolina State University, by the way, was voted the best HBCU homecoming in the country. Yeah. By the way, by Southern Bell Magazine, if you plan to go to homecoming at South Carolina State University, my alma mater, Orangeburg, South Carolina, the weekend of October 22nd, I have an opportunity for you to win 2 nights free stay at the Belmont Inn Suites and Orangeburg Hotel, or $250 cash. It's up to you, all right? All you got to do is go to Pause, and that's P-A-W-S, we're the Bulldogs, Pause, P-A-W-S, for a cause, scsu.eventbrite.com. That's Pause for a cause, scsu.eventbrite.com. www.eventbrite.com, being put on by alumni Sonia Summers. The proceeds go towards scholarships. Once again, that's PAWS, P-A-W-S, for a cause, scsu.eventbrite.com. Quickly, man, and before we get out of here, we'll get back into Make Way for Kesey. We'll get back into the little conversation I had in the last segment about this teacher in Forsyth County, Georgia. But I want to make sure I mention this Heisman balloting thing every week. ESPN, damn, we still got to do the fantasy talk too. We got to do that. All right, so we'll get to it. Each week, ESPN gives like their weekly Heisman update. And I'll just go from 5 down to 1. Number 5, they've got Greg Ward Jr., quarterback from Houston. Talked about him earlier, 389 yards through the air in the win over UConn, where career high didn't make the start because of an injured ankle. And he took a big hit and forced him to leave the game earlier. Still had a big game. He comes in at number 5, so say the experts. Number 4 is this Donnell Pumphrey running back guy from San Diego State, who I still haven't really seen. Back-to-back games of more than 200 yards. He dipped below that mark on Saturday's road loss to South Alabama. Schedule coming into play here. The Aztecs hope Mountain West title are still in play there in that Mountain West San Diego State, Marshall Faulk's alma mater. Number 3, they've got J.T. Barrett, averaging 57 points per game. Barrett is the primary catalyst for the offense. During the rout of Rutgers, he broke Bobby Hoying's record for career touchdown passes with 59. So they got him at number 3. And they still have it number 2, even though he only has 79 yards total this past week, and they still got Christian McCaffrey. Huh? Now, if you want to be upset about something Houston Cougar related, this is something that you should be upset about. Now, this isn't the final say-so in the Heisman draft, but the reason I bring this up and making this point is usually this thing is week by week. You have a good game, you keep pace. You have a great game, maybe you go up a little bit. You have a bad game, they drop your ass totally out of the conversation. Kind of like the way they've talked about Deshaun Watson. Like Deshaun Watson came into the season as the number 1 Heisman Trophy candidate. He's had a couple of mediocre games. The last couple of games he's played very good. But as far as Deshaun Watson, they've got him as the 7th guy on this list. But Christian McCaffrey, this all-purpose player for Stanford, he had 79 yards total, and they still got him at number 2. Huh. Go figure. To their credit, though, they do have Lamar Jackson still as the number 1 Heisman Trophy candidate for this year, who balled out of control this past weekend in a loss. So very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Let me quickly recap this week's the Doug Stewart Show Fantasy Football League, and then I'll talk about the DraftKings League. But quickly running through these scores, Run CNC beat Rel Scott's squad 99-63. Shouts out to Run CNC. He did some work in the DraftKings League too, I believe. Boosters Blue Fi. Shouts out to Boosters Blue Fi. He beats Dobby Strikes Back 84-72. 9-0's Revenge beat up on Tar Heel Blue 125-99. Texas Tie wins a game in a very low-scoring match or game, 73-59. Ray Pookie and them beat Star-Lord. I laugh every time I say that name. Ray Pookie and them beat Star-Lord 110-67. Headland and DeLoe, right here in Southwest Atlanta, beats them Broncos 98-70. And my cousin, this is old, black on black, family on family crime. My cousin Ty, Fly Ty, beats me 144-63. You ain't had to do me like that, cuzzo. But we've made some changes, and just understand this won't happen again. We fired everybody on our staff this morning. All right, let's look at the DraftKings, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Coming in at number 10 on DraftKings was my man Truck D. I came in 9th. That's why we fired everybody. Shit. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. That's why I fired everybody on my staff. I came in ninth out of, it was 25 people, so I came in ninth. Eighth was Creepin' Low, Tall Grass. Number 7 was Cronley Jr., 1973. Number 6 was Super Squad. It got cut off right there. He came in at 6 with 155 points. Fifth is Dorian KP, 156 points, .32. Fourth was Smith, 7077. Third was Anthony Kynes, winning $22, $22.50. Coming in second was R.D. Cameron, winning $33. Congratulations to you, sir. And the first place team in this week's DraftKings Weekly Fantasy Challenge with the Doug Stewart Show is none other than the commissioner to the Two Live Stews Madden League. Has been the commissioner for the league for about 12, 13 years now. Big Reg, the commissioner, 21, wins $56. Congrats, Reg. Wow. Congrats. All right, so that's last week. We're going to move on from that. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened. You got to do better. Once again, if you want to get down with this week's DraftKings, email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. I'll send you an invite. It'd be great if you create your account using the banner links on the dougstewartshow.com website or the Doug Stewart Show app. It would really, help us out around here. But once again, email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. We'll send you an invite. And this week we're going to have 30 entrants. 30. Let me quickly read this one message in talking about everything I talked about in the last segment. My man Grego says, Charlemagne said, if you didn't know, Charlemagne is from my hometown, the big city of Monks Corner, South Carolina. He is. Morning show host, The Breakfast Club in New York City, nationally syndicated. Charlemagne said racists should be identified like sex offenders. And he said, not like Trump, Pence, signs in your yard, like checked into a registry. I agree 100%. Not only do I agree, I have basically followed this ideology. Usually what I used to do, and I still do it on occasion, and I tried to do this yesterday. It's ironic you bring this up. I tried to do this yesterday with the guy that posted on my page. What I do is I take a screenshot. When somebody exhibits some obvious racial tendencies and attitudes, I take a screenshot. And I try to click on their name and go back to their page and post that on their page so that their friends, quote-unquote friends and family and people that know him, and a lot of times they hang out with the same type of people, so it's not really that big of a deal to them. They don't give a rat's ass. They don't care. But what I do is I post it on their page so that I can kind of, out them. So I can kind of reveal who the real person that they are. But usually what happens is what happened to me yesterday when I tried to do that to this particular guy that posted these comments saying that he didn't see anything wrong with this teacher, the teacher of our children, calling the FLOTUS a gorilla. I tried to go back and post it on his page, and it was basically a made-up page. 99% of the times, these people are cowards, and they know that what they're doing is inherently wrong, and so they have to hide the fact that they're blatant racist supremacists. And so they create accounts. They'll create an account just so they can go out there and post hateful things to these different conversations. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. I tried to screenshot this guy and post it on his page. I go back to his page, and there's nothing on his page except for his profile pic, and that's it. And then they'll lock you out where you can't go and post on their page. They do all those type of things. They're cowards. They have keyboard courage. Okay, my brother deemed that term. They got all types of keyboard courage, and they hide from the fact of who they really are. They don't want their friends and family to know that they're racist and that they're okay with seeing people get shot in the back 8 times and get killed in the street. Or get killed after, coming from the store with some Skittles in their hand. They're okay. They don't want people to know that. They're freaking cowards. Punk-ass cowards. Let's get out of here.